Hey everyone, so today I wanted to do a quick review on the new L'Oreal La Palette Nude palette number 1. It's a very nude palette, kind of reminds me of the Naked palette, the first one that came out. The colors are like semi-similar to each other. They finally came out with the Drugstore alternative to the high-end one. So yeah, it's pretty much the same concept, the same idea. You get the same looks of the first Naked palette. So I'm going to be showing you guys swatches of the eyeshadows first, so you guys can get an idea of how pigmented or not they are, and then I will come back and let you guys know my thoughts on this palette and more information on it. So as you guys can see, the eyeshadows are beautiful. They are nice. They're not creamy, but they are in between dry and creamy, if that makes any sense. So they're not going to be so soft like the Lorac eyeshadows. If you have touched Lorac eyeshadows, you know exactly what I mean when I say that when you touch a Lorac eyeshadow, it feels like you're touching a creamy eyeshadow. It feels really nice and they're super pigmented, but these feel a little bit drier. They're not dry like MAC eyeshadows. MAC eyeshadows to me feel very dry. They're good quality, but they're just drying, but they're just very dry. But the Lorac eyeshadows are very creamy, so they're right in the middle. I would say they're closer to the MAC eyeshadows than they are to the Lorac eyeshadows. So I did purchase mine at Walmart. It cost me $15. I did see it about 2-3 weeks, I think, before it came out. They had a label there saying like coming soon, a new palette by L'Oreal, and it was exciting because there's not that many palettes that, you know, that come like this, like 10 or 12 eyeshadows, especially in the drugstore. And I know that Maybelline came out with their nude palette, the same type of concept as well, but I did swatch that one at the store and I was not impressed at all. I did not want to waste my $10. I know that is not, I mean, it's cheap, I think, for a drugstore palette, but it was just not worth the $10. At least to me it wasn't. I did hear good reviews that it was good to some people, but just to me, from first impression for touching it, because there was one that was open, I decided just to touch it to see if it was good, but I did not like it. I know that they came out with the colorful one. I have not been able to see one open, and I don't want to open one myself. So if I see one open one day, I'll swatch it to see if it's good. And they also have a La Palette number 2. I think that was called like the Rosy palette. I have seen it and I think it looks like a mix of the Naked 2 and the Naked 3 mixed in one, but mostly the Naked 3. It's more like that not burgundy, but like purple, rosy type of palette, and it has some colors that I have seen in the Naked 2 in that. So it is a mix, I think, of both, but brands are just coming out with all sorts of palettes. I feel that the nude palette is being overdone. I feel that literally everyone has a nude palette. If you don't have the Naked palette, I would recommend to get this one. It is a nice alternative. It's not crazy super pigmented like those, like the Naked palette, but it is a great affordable palette, and it's nice. It gets the job done. So I would recommend this one. Like I said, I did see it at Walgreens for $15, and I think I did see it at Target for $15 as well. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that at Ulta and Walgreens they have it for $19.99. So I mean, saves you if you go to Target or if you go to Walmart, they have it cheaper, $5 cheaper. So you save a couple bucks. So this is exactly what the palette looks like. You get 3 matte shades, which is this rosy shade right here, this softer light brown, and then this darker brown, and then you get 7 shimmery shades, which is these 2 right here. This one to me is like a semi shimmer, semi matte. It's not matte or shimmery, it's like in the middle. It doesn't really show as much. This one is like a rosy pale pink, and this one is a goldish type of eyeshadow, but it comes off more as a creamy peachy color. And then you get this one, which is a coppery brownish shade all in one. This one is a shimmery brownish color, a beautiful taupey like grayish shade, and then a beautiful highlight, and it's a little bit on the creamy side. It's not white or it's not completely creamy, it's like in the middle of white and cream. It's very, very beautiful. I really like that one. I use that one in the inner part of my eye, and I highlighted it really, really nice. Out of all of these, my favorite one is this one right here. It's like that shimmery copper mixed with brown, and it's just beautiful. I like this color for the summer just because everybody gets tanned in the summer. This is a beautiful color just to have on your lid. It just makes your tan look even dark, or it makes you look even darker. But this is a beautiful palette. I think that it's nice. I just feel that the whole nude palette is getting tiring, I think. I feel that I didn't need this palette, but it was just a palette that, it's a drugstore palette, which is crazy to me because it has 10 shades and it was $15. I think that's a good price for a drugstore palette. I have seen one from, I think it's the brand IPSY, and I think that one was like $25. I think that's pricey for a drugstore, but IPSY is known for being pricey. L'Oreal is some of their stuff is pricey, but it's like a drugstore price. Everything is like around $5 to $20. So $15 at Target, I think it's not bad. I think it's a really good deal. It also has a nice long mirror to do your eyes. It does have a brush. It's a dual brush like this on this side. If you guys can see, it's a little blending flat brush. And I did use this to highlight the inner part of my eye, and then also to put some of that light brown shade on the bottom part of my bottom lid. And I did not use this side. It's like that rubber type of brush. I wouldn't use this. I just don't like these type of brushes. So if it only came with this, I would have probably thrown it away. But it does have this one, and I really like this side. It just gets perfectly in there to highlight. So I like that it came with this brush. So overall, I think this is a great palette. It's really nice. It's kind of sleek. It's not too like big. It's nice for traveling. I think it's a great present for someone that's starting off with makeup. If you have a daughter, or if you have a niece, a cousin, mom, anybody that you want to give this palette to, I think it's a great affordable palette. They'll get so much use of it.
I just hold myself. Okay.
This is such a great palette. If you don't have the naked palette, if you are just that person that's not willing to spend that much money on a palette, this is a great alternative for the naked palettes. It's only $15. I also did this makeup look using just this palette alone. I created a prom look, a very easy, affordable, all drugstore makeup look. So I'm not sure exactly if I'm gonna upload it before this or after this. But yeah, I think that's all I have to tell you guys. So if you guys enjoyed this review, just give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't yet for future videos, and leave me any comments below of future videos you guys want to see, or just any question you guys have. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.